Imagine a laptop that blends your dropping performance, stunning design, and cutting-edge AI features all in one sleek package. That sounds too good to be true, right? Well, today we'll be putting the HP's latest Envy laptop to the test. This is the HP Envy x360 14-inch model with the new Intel Ultra Core i7 1550U 12-core Intel processor, AI-powered NPU, the neural processing unit, and a vibrant 14-inch display. So this laptop promises to be a game changer. But there's a real question here. Can it truly deliver on the hype, or it's just another flashy device with the hidden compromise? So first impressions matters, right? The HP Envy x360 14 doesn't just walk into the room. See, it owns it. Crafted with aluminum chassis, then it feels premium the moment you pick it up, because you're talking of a laptop that weighs about 3.3 pounds, that is about 1.5 kgs, but it's also very rock solid, very, very strong. Whether you're pulling it out at a cave or you're flipping it into a tablet mode in a meeting just like this, it turns heads. Then speaking of the 360-degree hinge over here, this hinge, it's very smooth. It's actually smooth like butter, but steady enough to stay put. You have very strong hinge here. So it's not just about looking good, but it means business. Here's the catch. Stick around to find out if the looks overshadow the functionalities. So let's dive into the display, because this is where it gets very, very exciting. Just have a look at how the display is. You're looking at a 14-inch Full HD touch panel that is, yeah, you can see, yeah, is nothing that is short of vibrant. The colors are so sharp, accurate. We actually have 100% sRGB coverage on this screen panel. It's absolutely pop. Just have a look at what we have there. Yeah. Let me just put it at this angle because we want to have. This is something that is a dream for creative tasks like photo editing or even just being onto your favorite Netflix shows, because we have such an awesome display over here. Yeah. And it gets bright too. Actually, it's very, very bright. We have 400 nits of brightness levels on this display, yeah, which means for outdoor use, it's a very fair game. You can actually use this laptop on outdoor environment without getting distracted by the amount of sunlight outside wherever you are. The screen is also stylus compatible. So if you're using, maybe let's say you are into sketching, drawing, yeah, or handwritten notes, then you can use the HP MPP 2.0 pen that works absolutely fine on this device. Pardon me because I don't really have the pen right now, but from the experience that I got from my friends who had the pen, it actually works like it's as if you're using your hand, yeah, your normal hand to draw on a book. That's how sensitive the pen is. And then for multitaskers out there, yeah, just have a look at the near bezels. Just have a look at the bezels, yeah. It's almost as if there's no bezels at all. It's edge to edge, yeah, apart from the thick bezel that you have on top and the bottom. But have a look at the right and the left hand thing. The bezels are very, very thin. You might even think that the screen is not even 14-inch because it looks actually bigger than what we have right over here, yeah. So is this masterpiece actually good for canvas? Let me know in the comment section, because I think it's absolutely extremely perfect for canvas. Yeah, those scenarios whereby maybe you are zooming in your design, yeah, you're just zooming in, or you want to rectify something, just see how easy and smooth it is to operate. All right, here's where things are getting serious. Yeah, this HP Envy x360 14 is powered by the Intel Ultra Core i7 1550U, which features 12 cores and 14 threads. It's a hybrid chip with 4 performance cores for handling demanding tasks and 8 efficiency cores for managing background processes, checking a balance between the power and energy efficiency. You get the point. So it means here we have a processor that can balance in between when there's much energy that is needed, or we have just doing light tasks, so there's no much energy required. So it means with this processor it's very energy efficient, and therefore the battery life, actually not reached that part, but I know the battery life is very good compared to what we have in the market currently. So what really sets this machine apart though, it's its integrated NPU, that is the neural processing unit. This is a little powerhouse that is designed specifically for AI tools, better real-time noise cancellation during video calls, or even improved power management so as to extend the battery life. Imagine running AI-driven applications like Adobe Contents, Aware Fill, or even Windows Studio Effects. This laptop doesn't just keep up, it shines. It really shines. So it's paired with the 16 GB of RAM that breezes through multitasking. If you had multiple tabs of Chrome open, or even Adobe Photoshop running with AI features, or Spotify playing the background, won't have any hiccups or crashes on this masterpiece. Yeah, and let's not forget here, because we have a 1 TB NVMe SSD that is blazing fast. It makes app launching so fast, and even file transfers feels like it's very instant. It's as if you've not even transferred a file. Just imagine the scenario. Benchmarks, the Intel Core Ultra 7 delivers excellent scores, and addition of the neural processing unit helps the AI heavy workloads, giving it a distinct edge over competitors in its class. And as for gaming, the Intel Iris Xe graphics can handle light gaming like Rocket League, The Sims, just as medium settings, but don't expect miracles with AA or the AAA titles. Yeah, this machine is clearly designed for productivity and creativity, and not for hardcore gamers. So how does it handle load? Well, we'll cover that in the thermal sections in the next part. So now we can't just talk about laptops without mentioning the everyday essentials. It's the keyboard and the trackpad. So HP nailed this one, because the typing experience here, the keys have excellent traveling distance. It feels super responsive. There's even satisfying click that it makes while typing. The typing experience is actually closer to what we have in the latest MacBooks and the latest HP ThinkPad, because for the longest time ever, HP have dragged behind in terms of keyboard design, but on this one, I feel it's way up there with the top designers like the HP and the Lenovo ThinkPad designers. So if you're typing on this machine even for hours, you won't get tired easily. Then there's this trackpad over here. This trackpad we have here, it's very large, precise. See how the trackpad is large, precise, and supports all the window precision gestures flawlessly without getting disadvantaged. So see how the trackpad is. We don't have the click pads, but it's glass, therefore it won't get worn out easily. Yeah, see how it is. You can feel the clicks. But again, let's not forget the ports. Unlike some ultrabooks that ditch practically for aesthetics, the HP Envy x360 Envy gives you the best for both worlds. Because over here we have almost all the ports that we want in a day-to-day laptop. Like over here, we have the USB 3. See the USB 3.2 port here. It's a high-speed port. Then we have the mic audio jack port right over there. Then on the left hand side we have another USB 3.2 port here. We have HDMI 4.1 port there. Then we have two USB-C ports. One of them is Thunderbolt 4.0. Then the other one is it can be used for charging, because normally what I love about USB-C ports is the multi-directional. It can be used for charging, they can be used for display, they can be used for data transfers. So they're really much better as compared to the USB 3.2 ports that we have over here. You can see the USB port right over there, HDMI port, then the two USB-C ports there. Then here we have, see, USB port, Then you have the microphone or the audio jack port right over there. So it means for creators, you have a machine that it's really designed to care for you guys. On this other side, there's not much because we only have the ventilation slot right over here. And this is the hinge. We have the HPNV logo right over there. I don't know if it's visible. Let me just put it closer. See, there's that logo right over there. On this side, there's nothing much design. The bottom cover, that is how it looks like. You can see we have speakers, down-firing speakers right here. Then we have ventilation slot, very big one. We have those rubbers that are crucial for ensuring that the laptop has proper grip on the table. It doesn't slide off easily because of these rubbers. They're very, very crucial. And then they're raised to a certain level so as to ensure there's sufficient airflow underneath the laptop. So that is it. That is what we have over there in terms of port and connectivity. So having looked at so many aspects of this laptop, battery life can make or break a laptop because it's also very, very crucial. Actually, remember, if you're going to purchase a laptop, there are usually 3 things that are on your mind. Number 1, it's usually the body design, aesthetic look. How good does it look when you just see it for the first time? Or does it impress you on a daily basis? Yeah, you want something that looks nice. Then number 2, you check on the internal specs. How powerful is it and what are you going to do with the laptop specifically? What purpose? Then number 3 now is the battery life, because you'll want something that has a very good battery life. And this is where the HP Envy X360 14 comes into play, because this one actually delivers in terms of battery life. We have up to 15 hours of battery life here if you're doing normal stuff like browsing, or maybe you're listening to music, just light task. And if you're doing heavy tasks like video editing, some demanding tasks, let's say maybe you are doing light gaming, then expect this laptop's battery to last between 5 to 6 hours, which is not that bad. Then we have something that is very, very special and specific to this particular machine that we have over here. We have the neural processing unit, that is the NPU, the AI NPU. Remember it? It's behind the scene for optimizing the battery performance of this machine. Let's assume there's that moment, maybe you're making a video call with the laptop, maybe you're in a conference call, then you have the fans making so much noise, the laptop is under heavy load. So what the AI or the neural processing unit does is that it controls the power consumption, it uses the fans or controls the overheating, it makes the laptop to those features in the laptop that will maybe make noise to distract you from your conference calls, lowers the noises and everything so that you get to have a clear or a very stable video call or maybe conference call. Again, now here's the cherry on top of all these things. This machine supports ultra fast charging. You can go from 0 to 50% in just 30 minutes, which is a lifesaver for those constantly on the move. You're in places where there's no power or you have power outage issues. Imagine charging a laptop from 0 to 50% within 30 minutes, and that 50% can last you 5 hours, because on full charge it will have to last you 15 hours or 10 hours and above, depending on what you're doing. So if you can be able to get 30%, then it will still be much or more than enough for you to perform maybe your tasks before it gets to power off. So finally, to summarize on this machine, we have the thermal performance and the noise effects of this machine. I know there are some of you that are very critical on those features, the noise, the amount of noise emission from this machine, from the fans, and the thermal emissions from this machine, because you realize there are some laptops that get very, very hot. You can't even handle them with their bare arms. You'll have to place them on the table so that maybe you can continue with your work. So here, this laptop, it's very thin and they're studded off with the thermals, but the HP Envy we have right here does a surprisingly good job. Under the normal workload, it stays very, very cool and quiet, perfect for those moments where you're working late night and you don't want jet engine next to you. Imagine having that laptop that makes so much noise in the middle of the night closer to you. Yeah. So under heavy tasks like video rendering or AI enhanced photo editing, the fans do kick in, but they're relatively quiet compared to their competitors. Yeah. Heat is concentrated near the top of the keyboard, but it doesn't make it uncomfortable to use. It's clear HP has optimized the cooling system to handle demanding workloads while keeping the machine very, very slim, sleek, and portable, like what we have over here. And so there you have it. This is the HP Envy X360 14, a laptop that balances power, portability, and cutting-edge AI features like a pro. But now, I want to hear from you guys. Is this your dream laptop, or if there's something else on your radar? Let's talk about it in the comment section below, because if this review really helped you, do me a favor, just hit the like button, subscribe for more honest tech reviews, and trust me, the next one might just feature your next favorite gadget. Until then, stay curious. I'll see you in the next video.